Well, I mean, my favorite part was standing in the wings and watching the reaction of Heidi and Mel when you gave Heidi the spice rack.
Yeah, they didn't understand that joke.
They didn't get that joke at all.
I was like, a spice rack for
Heidi. And
Heidi.
Yeah.
And Heidi was like, no, it should go to Mel because Mel's from the Spice Girls. And I was like, yeah, I know, Heidi. It's called irony, all right?
And that is the bit.
Yes.
Right. Oh, my God.
It was, but you know what? You guys got through it.
We got through it, right?
We got through it twice.
Yeah. Now, you had no rounds that went like that needed resurrecting.
Not really. They
Oh, look! I like the fact that
I love you.
I did like the fact that you were searching for some sort of sympathetic moment that you could have with me, and you.
Well, my semifinal performance for Champions, it went well with the live crowd. They actually, Heidi was a lot meaner to me, or not mean, but like a lot more critical. Right. Of my act than they actually showed on television, so they kind of did a little of that.
Well, that's because but that's that thing because I did Britain's Got Talent last year, I think, and it never made it to air. And Simon, who knew me from America's Got Talent, so when I walked out, he was really happy to see me. And then the other judges were like, "Oh, who's this? Oh, well, we'll see about this." And so that was probably what you got from Heidi. Like, you walked out, everyone was like, "Oh, Ryan's here." And then Heidi was like, "Oh, well, I'll make up my own mind. Thank you very much."
Yeah, because she didn't do your season, so you were...
She's also not a big comedy fan.
Yeah, she's not a huge comedy fan to begin with.
Right.
And it was also strange because, like, the first round, I did mostly jokes kind of about life after AGT, basically. So it was kind of like... in the moment of that, like of the context of the show. So she got really on board for that. And then the second one, I did what is my favorite joke that actually got cut from the actual performance. And this is the joke that Heidi didn't like me for, where I basically, I do a joke where it's like, you know what, like you like, first of all, I'm going to say cripple is my word. All right. You don't get to say it. Cripple's for me. Now you can say crippa, but... And so that was the joke I did, and Howie loved it because Howie knows comedy and he gets what I'm referencing. Alicia loved it because she knew what I was talking about with that joke. Heidi and Simon were clueless. Right. And like, that's the risk of that show, though. Like, I don't say it to be like bitter, but like, if one of those judges doesn't get the reference you're making, well, that's just what it is, you know? Yeah. So it's, but they made me, like, it didn't go poorly in the room, but they made it look a lot better. It made it look like it was like, oh, this is a close, he might move on, but like, I knew what was going on. It's not always your day. That's all there is to it. Like, even during the season, too, like, I believe that you guys performed, you were like the guest on my quarterfinals. So we got to meet briefly there. And you guys were super sweet then. So it's one of the cool things about AGT is like, you kind of become this weird little family, even if you don't know each other super well. True. Just because it's such a weird thing that so few people get to do.
Yeah, well, when we performed, I can't remember when that was, but anyway, we were doing this trick where we had to get Terry's watch and a cake, and the watch went on a very perilous journey to get into that cake. And it was the most stressful thing that I've done for a long time. So I'm glad that it turns out we were still nice. Because often when I get nervous, then I don't talk to anyone. And then people are like, "Oh, Piff the Magic Dragon is a mean little grumpy dragon."
Yeah, but that's
I think I
usually
ran
why
into
I
you,
go in
Piff,
first.
After.
Oh, after? Oh, yeah. Well, I would have been the
after
nicest little dragon on earth.
Done.